back to Arizona, guys. If you guys are replaying this, hop in the chat down below and say what's up. Leave a nice comment for Nancy and her family. I'm headed back to Arizona. I'll be out there for about 3 days, maybe 4. I don't know. It's Tuesday. I should be out there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday morning, and then I'll leave Saturday afternoon to come home so I can spend Easter with my lovely family. Welcome, welcome. I am back to drinking Red Bulls for this trip, only to stay awake and not get sleepy. Yeah, let's go. So, just kind of curious what you guys think. Why has there been no major public break in the case? No information to the public on new leads. They are still investigating. They are still following up on leads. But every time that there is something given to the sheriff's department, it seems like they always say, nope, not related to the case. Really? It says Nancy Guthrie on those signs. What do you mean those signs aren't related to the case? I don't know. I do not know. See how far we are from Tucson. 9 hours. You know what? We're gonna go the long way. Where it's 10-hour drive this way. Okay. Why is navigation not available in my region? Start. Oh, we'll go this way. I'm gonna take the 40. You guys think I should take the 40? It's 10 hours. 10 hours even. I think we should take the 40. Maybe that'll avoid the LA. The police lie to protect the evidence. Well, I mean, yeah, but, I mean, I agree with it, but I disagree with it. I really hope they're lying about this stuff because they don't want to compromise the case and not because they just don't want to communicate. You know? I'm going to take a different route. This route might be a little bit longer, but hopefully it avoids the traffic. I always hit traffic down in LA and I'm sick and tired of it. But we should be there around 8 a.m. tomorrow, and then I would probably drive through the night, get fuel, do all that good stuff, drive through the night, and then live stream all day, and then sleep late tomorrow night, hopefully. Maybe take a nap when I get out there in the morning. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I want to be go this time. I feel a lot better. I've been drinking Dayquil. I still have like a little bit of a sore throat, but it's not what it was when I first got out to Arizona last time. Man, just drink some more Dayquil. That was horrible. Horrible. Mark's in LA. Nice. Tori just came through with the dono towards gas. Whoa, Cassandra just came through with the dono too. What the heck? Oh my goodness. Tori and Cassandra, thank you both so much for your gas donos. So, yeah, let's go. Mark is in LA. Is Mark okay? That's what I want to know. He's in LA, but is he okay? If you guys want to do phone calls on the trip, I am cool with that. I don't mind. I think we should just wait till after we get into the Mojave Desert. I'm gonna take the I-40 this time. I mean, it's like it says it's an hour longer because of the miles, but I think it'll be faster because of no traffic. LA, man, I can't stand LA, dude. It's horrible. I cannot stand Los Angeles, man. I'll drive the extra hour just to avoid going through the LA traffic. Every time I've gone out that way, it's just like I hit traffic or a car accident, and I get anxious in sit traffic, like, you know, when stop and go traffic. It makes me anxious. So maybe we can avoid that. We'll try. I don't know for sure. I have the motor scooter, which is awesome. I have the motor scooter, and then I have my new camera lens. It's smaller, but it's better than the old one. So we'll see how that works. Hello, hello. Okay, good. Mark wants to spend time with his family. Good. I'm gonna be in Arizona. I'm gonna leave Saturday afternoon. Saturday, probably around 12. We are going back to Tucson, Arizona, to cover the Nancy Guthrie case. A lot of people giving me mixed feelings about it. Some people think I should go. Some people think I should stay. Me personally, I think that I work for the viewers, and the majority rules. Majority of people want me to go. No offense to Bakersfield live streams. I like doing Bakersfield live streams too, but this Nancy Guthrie case, man, I'm like, mentally, I'm invested in it. I am very curious. Where is Nancy Guthrie? Why was she taken out of her home in the Catalina foothills? Who did this to her? Was she deceased immediately, or did they try to keep her alive? I'm a firm believer. I believe she's deceased. I hate to say it. It sounds really rude, but it's been like 59 days. I don't think she's alive. Yep, there's not really anything going on. I mean, if all I do is sit there and drive in circles, and I sit there and drive in circles. But you know what? It's for a good cause, in my opinion. We're headed to Tucson, Arizona. How's the camera quality? I got the big camera hooked up on the dashboard, so it's gonna get a little bumpy at times, but I mean, I got some really good zoom on it. See what I'm saying? And then look, I zoom out. Yep. I agree. Whoever has her needs to let her family have peace. I'm going back to Tucson, and I am taking the 40. We're gonna take the 58 to the 15 to the 40, and then we're gonna drop down to Phoenix and go down through Tucson. The one car you catch could be the car they need. Good. I challenge the kidnappers. Leave us a sign. Give us Nancy back. I challenge. My first priority, bring peace to the family. Second priority, find the perp and bring justice. Will I be the one that solves this case? Most likely, hell no. I might just be the one that drives in circles to bring more awareness to the case. But it's not the fact that I'm not an investigator. It's the fact that I'm trying to help bring hope. I really, 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 really want Nancy brought home. I do not have a hotel. I have a blanket and a pillow, and at this time I have just enough money for gas. I believe I have enough money for gas to get there and back, enough money for food. So we're going to be camping out in the truck for about 3 or 4 days. Let's go! Thanks, Caroline. Thank you. If you guys are on Facebook, I'm trying to pull up the comments right now. I am trying to work on Facebook, guys, trying to make the comments more reliable for me to read. It's raining in Los Angeles. Hello, brother. How you doing, Sherry? Kathy, hello. JD, hello. Barbara, hi, Jacob, be safe. I will try. Oh, Alex is at home. Nice. Let Alex know that Jacob's coming back to Tucson. Let him know that I'm coming back. Let him... Crimson! What's up, Crimson? Where's Crimson? How you doing? Let's go. Hey, TS just became a member. Thank you. Hi. Oh. Let's go. Javelina mating season. Makes me want to play a javelina mating call. Oink, oink. Rat, oink. I want to go cuddle the javelina. They look friendly. Yeah, I left Ruger at home. I don't think he's, despite how much I want my dog to go everywhere with me, he's not very friendly. So, I do plan on sitting in front of Nancy's house, and I don't think that's a good idea to take Ruger right there. And then if I do end up finding a way to get a hotel, it's probably better he doesn't go to a hotel. Why am I going to stay in my truck? Because I've spent too much money on hotels last time, and I'm out of money. I have just enough money for gas. We're good. Tori came through with $40 for gas, thank you. And then Cassandra came through with a generous gas dono earlier. So I think we'll be okay on gas on the way out. We'll stay in the truck. It's no big deal. Totally not even stressing it, guys. We're going back to Arizona. And I'm okay with it, guys. Not a big deal. Ain't nothing I ain't never done before. I'll be alright. I got my tablet right here. I'll lay my seat back and I'll watch some TV. And I'll take a quick bird bath at the truck stop. I didn't bring any soap. I brought a towel. I forgot my sandals. Well, I have to get sandals and soap. You think she is in a restaurant freezer? Oh, I hope not. Thanks, Connie. I did have to take last night's live stream down because it was very sensitive for YouTube. So, my apologies, everyone. My apologies. So, go back and listen. I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Amen to that, Barbara. You guys did pray. You guys did. We held a prayer session last night, which was amazing. Pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Thanks for coming back. How much is gas in California? I just paid $5.70 for a gallon. It cost me like a lot of money to fill up my truck, and I'm not excited about it. So, speaking of which, I'm gonna put my truck on eco mode. Normally I drive with it in sport mode so I can like pass cars and stuff. It has better throttle response. But we're gonna drive in eco mode this time. Not very excited. Yep. It's almost $6 a gallon here in Bakersfield, California. I'm going back to Arizona. No, here we go. I'll say it right. I'm going back for Nancy. Yeah, let me see. We'll do some selfie mode for a minute. Hi guys, I'm Jacob Davidson and I'm your host of Dad's Gone Live. I want to know, what do you guys want this trip? Do you guys want more searching? Daytime searching? Do you guys want more nighttime coverage? Do you guys want coverage from the house? Do you guys want coverage from the sheriff's department? Do you guys want scanner chasing? Do you guys want phone calls? We can do whatever you guys want. You guys want 12-hour live streams, 16-hour live streams, 2-hour live streams? What do you, the beautiful viewers, what do you guys want? This isn't a real true crime. It's fiction. What makes you think it's fiction? Well, I've called Jim several times. Last time I was out there searching and I never had a response. He just said he already has his spots. He wants to go check. So Jim has my phone number, and if he wants to link up, he can. I'm all for it, but I'm not. If I ask you like 2 or 3 times and nothing comes of it, I usually stop asking. No offense to Jim. I think Jim's doing a great job. I think he likes doing it solo. Nobody else is on at night. Okay. Yeah, thanks. Going back to Safe Travels. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm going back for Nancy. There we go. Alex, can you hand out flyers on live? If Alex wants to ride, yeah, him and I can hand out flyers. That's cool. Okay, drive by Annie's occasionally. Luke's, I'll drive by there. Yeah. Tomorrow, passing out flyers. Nice. Snake. Yeah, there's a lot of snakes out there. Remember, we found a snake too when I was out there last time, the one that was crossing the road. Why did the snake cross the road? I don't know, man. Whoa, what the hell? Racing Wild. $250 super. Good night sleep. I'm so glad who you are. You are an amazing person. Oh my God. $150. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Wow. Racing just came through with a $150 super chat. That is huge. Thank you so much, Racing. I appreciate that. Everyone, do me a favor. Hop in the chat down below. We just got a $150 super chat, and I think that's the largest super chat we've ever had on the Behind the Scenes channel. Thank you so much. Get a good night's sleep. For sure. Thank you. I'll have to get checked into a hotel now. Thank you so much. After I pass this truck, we're gonna go ahead and put this back on drive cam. If you guys want, I can take some phone calls after we get over the Tehachapi Mountain Pass, if you guys would like. It's up to you though. Safe travels. Thank you. I can do a room for about 9 maybe, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I just passed this truck and that slowed down. My bad, buddy. Sorry. When will I be in Tucson? It says I have about 10 hours, about 7:30 in the morning. Should be there about 7:30, depending on how long it takes me. Yeah. My wife really wanted to go, to be honest with you. She was all texting me earlier. She's like, I really want to go. But we got the kids and stuff. So I'm going to drive straight through today. Potentially get a hotel tomorrow night or the night after. I'll figure out one of the nights. I'll probably just get one night. Not a big deal. But this isn't about me. This isn't about, all that. This is about Nancy. It's about Nancy. It's about America's grandma. In my opinion, she is America's grandma. Yeah, we just started the live. Oh, yeah, we just left Bakersfield city limits. Just barely left city limits, guys. We're going up the Tehachapi Mountain Pass. Still need good rest. camp in the fast lane. And they go under the, like, he's going probably about 60 miles an hour right now. And the speed limit's like 70 right here. It's just California. So a lot of people ask me, why do you pass on the right? Well, because they're going slow on the left. Yes, I don't know. Aw, thank you so much, Lisa. I mean, it is kind of weird. I'm going to be honest. It is kind of weird that a bunch of guys with cell phones and cameras are sitting in front of a kidnapped lady's home. But at the same time, that is making a statement. You know, to me, that's like it's like protesting, saying we're not giving up. That's making a strong statement. This car just flew in front of me to slam on his brakes. This is where semi-trucks, I call it playing race car. They just play race car going up this hill. Like, oh no, I'm gonna go 2 miles faster than you, so I'm gonna hog up 3 miles of road. I swear, look, this is a race car. And I get it, semis are the backbone to America. Without semi-trucks, you know, we wouldn't have what we have today. We need semi-trucks, and I appreciate our semi-truck drivers. I just really wish that Kern County would make a third lane going up and down this grade right here. Because like these semi-trucks, they play race car the whole way. And there's a lot of car accidents from semi-trucks coming over and back and forth. I feel like this should be 3 lanes. The right 2 lanes should be dedicated for semi-trucks, and then the third lane should be dedicated to passenger cars. Just my thought, but who am I? Yeah, I mean, I hope this doesn't go into summer, but if it does, you know, you can count on me to go back. I'll continue making trips. I'll come out for a week, come home for a week, go out for a week, come home for a week. I don't care. I will gladly do it. I will add all the miles up on the truck as long as I can. I have the resources to get out there and go, which usually you guys are very generous with gas donos and stuff like that. Hey Jacob, did you get the Cash App I sent you earlier? I believe so, Angel. I think I gave you a shout out. Thank you so much. Thank you for that super chat and the Cash App. Was it 40 bucks? I think, was it 20 or 40? Were you Tori? And then Christina came through the $5 super chat. Thank you. Let's go. But yeah, as long as I have the resources, I don't care. I will come back out every other week. I will do a week in Cali, live streaming in Cali, and hanging out with my family, and then I'll do a week out here. I will go back and forth. I do not care. Because at the end of the day, it's about bringing attention to Nancy Guthrie and other missing persons around the country. And I don't just want to do Nancy Guthrie. After, when this case, hopefully this case is closed, when this case is over with, and they find out who did this, I want to start covering other missing persons cases. I might not be out there as religiously, but I will definitely, you know, give everybody the time of day to bring awareness to other missing persons. Whoa, what the heck, Racing? $75 super chat. A little more so you can get something to eat. Thank you again. No, thank you, Racing. Holy cow. Dude, thank you. Holy Toledo. I care about the Epstein survivors too. Here's what I think, okay? I think if I voice my opinion about those that visited the Epstein Island to YouTube, and if I voice what I think should happen to them, they will take down my YouTube channel. Okay? My best friend literally hunts pedos that do things to children. Holy crap, someone just gifted a Dad's Online membership. Thank you so much, Sharon. A Dad's Online Behind the Scenes membership. Thank you. But seriously, I believe that if you're a pedo, we need a rope, long rope, and a nice old tree. We need to bring back old time stuff. And it doesn't matter what political side of the thing you're on. I don't care about politics. Hey, have a safe trip back. Thank you so much, Janice. That was huge. Thank you. You guys are coming through crazy tonight. Thank you guys so very much. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. If you do bad things to children, you should they should find a rope and a tall tree and a long rope. Period. But the difference between Nancy Guthrie and the Epstein files is the Epstein files is a disaster. And Nancy Guthrie is just one person. Does that make sense? I mean, what do you want me to do? Drive around and chase the try to find every single survivor from the Epstein Island. How about, I'll do that, sure. Actually, no, that's a good idea. If you or someone you know was a victim from Epstein's Island. Oh my gosh. If you or someone you know was a victim from Epstein's Island, do me a favor. And if you want to be on a live stream, do me a favor, hit me up, email me, dadsyonlife@gmail.com. We're going like 20 miles an hour right now. 20. I can like run faster than this. So I'm saying they need 3 lanes. If you or someone you know is a victim that was taken advantage of at Epstein's Island, I will even blur out your face. Contact me, dadsyonlife@gmail.com, and I will get your story out there. If you want to accuse, or if you want to share what a very famous person did to you on the island, or be a whistleblower, I'll let you use my channel for that. Absolutely. Even if you were okay with it at the time. You're underage. You're a victim. See, like, this is what I'm talking about. We're going 27 miles an hour right now. Well, see, I don't mind the semis. I think we need the semis on the road. We need these guys out here. These guys do a great job. They are the backbone to America. They provide for the country. I just think that I need some new wipers first off, but I just think that I'll get those in Arizona. I just think that they need a 3rd lane right here, and that would solve all these issues. The road wear would be down a little bit more because, you know, there's less cars per lane because there's 3 lanes. 3 lanes to share the traffic now. Less car accidents because the semis to be on the right. I think that'd be great. Make it 3 lanes on both sides. Hey mods, can you block? Blah blah blah. Who's that? I don't know who that is. We got a hater in the chat or what? Yeah, I definitely need 3 lanes. 2 lanes, I think 3 lanes would be perfect. 2 lanes for semi-trucks and 1 lane for passenger cars. It's been kind of raining. It's still a little misty out right now, but Rocking Horse Rescue and Retreat. Nice. Well, and trucks, I mean, they're dangerous. You got to be kind of careful because some drivers really don't pay attention. But yeah, they're big trucks and they are very dangerous. If you get into a fight with a semi truck, you're probably going to lose. I also don't think you should be allowed to drive a semi truck, a tractor trailer, in flip flops. Just saying, like 90% of the truck drivers I see at truck stops are wearing flip flops and sandals. I think you should be legally have to wear boots or shoes because you have to climb in and out of the truck. And usually they're stick shift. I don't know. It's just my thought. I don't think you should be driving stick shift in sandals. 80,000 pounds wearing sandals. To me, it doesn't seem professional. Safe travels. Me and Mark will pass each other. That's cool. Yeah, Mark's a good dude, man. Mark's a good dude. I like Mark. Holy cow, dude. There's so many people that email me, so many scams. Asking about my dad's in a life store. So many scams. It's all from like Indian, like emails with like Indian addresses. And then it says shopifystore@gmail.com. Okay, buddy. almost to Tehachapi. So what do you guys think, man? They should, yeah, enforce wearing shoes at weigh stations. Yeah, I think so for sure. I think it should be a law to wear shoes, closed-toe shoes. Closed-toe shoes. I mean, Crocs even. Really, I mean, you can wear Crocs, but I think Crocs are even better than wearing flip-flops. Flip-flops is the most... If you're a truck driver and it makes you upset that I'm saying this, tough shit, man. It's my thought. I'm allowed to have it. But I really think that flip-flops, sandals and flip-flops should be outlawed on semi-trucks. The detective... Yeah, I heard a couple of the detectives are rookies. But Sheriff Nanos trusts them, so that's what matters. You know what I mean? It's all about Sheriff Nanos and what he says. I wasn't get over in the right lane, but I decided against it. Hey! Dude, yeah, I know! That's like the pussified trucks. Automatic trucks are pussified. I'd rather drive a stick shift, man. I know I can drive a stick shift semi-truck. It's easy. All you do is you just got the splitter. I mean, it's just like driving a regular freaking floating gears. It's not that hard. I can do it in my diesel. I have a F350 with stick shift. I can do that in my diesel. It's not hard to float a gear. And you got a splitter. You got low, medium, or low, regular, and high, or something like that. Or you just have high and low. I learned how to drive a semi-truck when I was like 17 years old. My dad had a 2001 Peterbilt. Super cool truck. Had the old Caterpillar engine in it. Ooh, Sergeant Z, what'd you say? What'd they say? Let's see. Think you should quit trying to act like you actually care about Nancy for likes. Oh no. Stay away from the scammer. You will lose people. I kind of just keep to myself. So I don't know who you're talking about, scammer or anything like that. But like I said, I just keep to myself, my friend. Am I covering the Nancy Guthrie case? Yes. Do I want your likes on the Nancy Guthrie case? Absolutely. But I mean, it's like, do I want likes? Yeah, hell yeah, I want likes. But do I actually care about Nancy Guthrie? Yeah, actually, I really do care about Nancy Guthrie. If I didn't care, do you think I'd be driving 10 hours out there and 10 hours back when I could just stay in Bakersfield and make money in Bakersfield? Just saying. I have no idea. Oh, I should have made No Nanos t-shirts. I should still make them. You guys think we should make some No Nanos t-shirts? Okay. I'll try to come up with a design overnight and see. Say no, Nanos. I don't like Sheriff Nanos. I'm not a fan of him. I think he's too much of a micromanager and too controlling and too much of an ego. But that's my thought. That's my opinion. Opinions are like butts. Everyone's got a butt, and your butt probably stinks. My opinion probably stinks to half the people out there too. No, Nanos. No news, Nanos. I like no, Nanos. To be honest, I really do. I like no, Nanos. next case that Nano solves will be the first case that Nano solves. Oh wait, did I say that out loud? Nanos goes, no, we don't want the FBI. We don't want the FBI to solve the case. That's what I think of Nanos. I'm gonna get pulled over as soon as I get into Tucson. Watch. They're gonna pull Nanos. Hey, bro, don't pull me over, please. I'm just making fun of you, but I'm just joking. I didn't sign the petition. Nanos. Hey, bro. Hey, Nanos. If you're watching, Nanos, please don't pull me over. I promise I didn't sign the petition, Nanos. I didn't sign the petition. Alex is a scammer. Bro, don't come to my chat saying that. I don't think Alex is a scammer. Criminal network? Nah. Don't come over here bashing Alex, man. He's my buddy. I like Alex. He's my friend. But yeah, and I mean, not only is Alex my friend and you're like bashing someone that I'm friends with and that opened up their home to me, like my biggest rule is don't bash other streamers on my live stream. So I'm just gonna give you a warning, man. Like, you might think bad about the person, that's fine, you can have your opinion, but please don't come to my live stream saying all that stuff, because I don't want that in my live stream. You're bad mouthing one of my friends, and then you're also bashing another streamer. So you're doing like a double whammy. He doesn't let people go over there and call me a scammer in his chat, and I'm not gonna let it happen in my chat either. Mad respect to Alex. He's one of my good friends. There you go. You're a lady and that's all you've ever driven was a stick. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know, bro. If I don't know what's going on. That's between you and Alex. Go to his live stream and talk to him about it. Did you send him money or something? Did you send money to Alex to do something? Brian, did you actually send Alex a donation and not get what you sent the money for? Or are you judging off on what other people did for him? I'm just asking. I've been driving. Well, the first two times I was out there, I was driving up and down like 4-wheel drive trails and dirt roads and stuff, looking for Nancy or any signs of someone being dumped. The third time I was out there, which was the last time I went out there, I was sicker than a dog, so I kind of just sat at the house. You guys can tell because like I was even grumpy. I was snappy with everybody. But yeah. Okay. So Brian, you didn't send Alex any money. So then it's none of your business, bro. I'm just going to be honest. It's none of your business. Quit worrying about what other people do. That's between Alex and the people that send him money. Okay? I don't want to be a dick to you, but, I mean, you're coming to my chat and you're bringing this up, so here's my response. Okay? Do I think Alex is a scammer? No. But things do come up. I don't know his situation. I don't know if he got money to go to see his mom or not. I don't know if he was supposed to go yesterday and didn't go. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to go tomorrow or the day after. But here's the thing. Unless you sent him the money, it's not your business. No ifs, ands, or buts. If you want to make a stink about it, go send him $5 and then you can make a stink about it. But until you send him money, it's not your business, bro. I'm just going to be honest. And do me a favor. Move on. If you're worried about it, go to his chat and talk to him about it. But in my chat, as far as I'm concerned, I don't think Alex is a scammer, man. Things come up. I was gonna leave earlier today. People sent me the money to leave today around noon, and I didn't leave around noon. So am I a scammer too? I mean, I don't want to be mean, bro, but I mean that in a nice way. Unless you sent Alex money, it's none of your business. Things come up. If somebody sent him money to do something and it didn't happen, they could kindly contact him and say, hey, what can we do about this? That's between him and the people that sent him money. Do I think he's a scammer? No. Do I think he's going to go see his mom? Yes. I went out with him one time and saw his mom. I drove him to his mom's house. She's actually a really nice lady. I like his mom. She's cool. Brian must be the person. Are you Brian Guthrie? Is your last name Guthrie, bro? Alright. Is your last name Brian Guthrie? Are you Brian Guthrie? See, that's not the no. I mean, obviously, I can tell you're a troll account because it says Brian Mofo Guthrie, but like the persona you bring to my chat is not what I want. You know, that's not what I want in my chat. I don't want people to come over here and bash other streamers and see, look what we did. We just diverted the conversation from Nancy Guthrie to Alex visiting his mom. So this is your last warning, buddy. Anyways, funny thing is, it really is a Brian Guthrie, but not related. That is funny. Let's find Nancy. It's all about Nancy. It's not about anybody else. It's about Nancy. What's up? Hey, Nancy Adams. Hello, Alicia. Georgiana. Shout out to Deborah. How you guys doing? How's everybody doing over on Facebook? Will you be home for Easter with the family? Yes, I should be. I'm going to head back on Saturday, and then I can spend all day Easter with them. And I'll probably be back in town for about 4 or 5 days, and I'll go back to Arizona for 4 or 5 days. Like I said, I don't mind going back and forth. It's kind of cool. Hey, Brian, stop being a dick. There we go. You know what? I'll say it too. Brian, stop being a dick, bro. He told us why he couldn't go. I mean, it's not even my business. I don't care. I really don't. Alex is my friend. Like, I really, really don't care. If he goes to see his mom, he goes to see his mom. If he doesn't, he doesn't. That's between him and his mom and you guys. I don't really care. Hey, Brian. So, there's been a couple people in the comments saying, hey, Brian, stop being a dick. You guys are funny. Hey, let's change the subject to Yellow Hearts, let's bring Nancy home. Yellow Hearts, let's bring Nancy home. Alright. Thank you so much, Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that. hit the windshield after I get past these guys. We got 9.5 hours, guys. 9.5 hours. Tucson, Arizona, 588 miles. Couldn't do that with energy drinks. Oh man. Yeah, if you have questions on Alex, he's live, man. I don't need to speak for him. Alex will speak for himself. He's a good guy. I trust Alex. You know, I trust Alex in my life. So, and if I trust Alex in my life, that should speak words to you guys. Just saying. Hey Hannah, how you doing tonight? Good seeing ya. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit. All right, should we do phone calls or no? I want to hear some theories. You guys want to email me with your phone number and I'll call you from a blocked number and you can tell me your theories? Yeah, Alex is a real friend. I challenge you to go to Alex's live stream. Go to Criminal Network right now and say hi. DGL crew loves you. And then come back. Go to Alex's live stream and say hi. DGL crew loves you. That's my boy right there. Okay, email me. Email me right now with your phone number and I'll call from a blocked number. Email me with your phone number and I'll call from blocked right now. If you guys want me to call you. Who's DGC? You talking to me? Yeah, Alex. Criminal Network. Thanks, Kimber. Another neighbor yelled at a streamer today. Oh no. Hey, I'm from Alex's crew and I love your channel too. Hey, thanks, Destiny. Jelly Rolls Brothers. Hey, Georgietta, who are you talking about? You talking about Alex or me? No, they have not found Nancy yet. Thanks, Nancy. Appreciate that. I don't know. I don't know anything about Mark Kelly or who that is. Do they have a location? I don't think so. 579 miles, 9 hours and 21 minutes. Okay, Robbie. We're gonna call you right now, Robbie.
Sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that is...
We're gonna call you one more time, Robbie. Calling you one more time, Robbie. The guy, dude, I just told my wife that the other day. I said they ought to hire the guy from Tracker. He's pretty good at finding people. Here we go. Calling you one more time, Robbie.
I'm sorry.
Nope.
But
I don't know. This Nancy Guthrie is the biggest mystery of 2026. Move to the right lane. Yes, Daddy. You told me to, so I'll do it. Right lane. I'm just kidding. I went to the right lane. You're right. I'm wrong. But I have to be funny. You know what I mean? Like, you have to make jokes about it. So, I tried calling you, Robbie. We'll do it. Robbie, I'm gonna call you one more time. Okay, Robbie? Here we go. Call again. Thanks. Okay.
sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye.
Well, some people's phones are set to block unknown callers. Oh. On the streamers. Oh no. We might have another caller. Let's see. Oh, pink shirts. on the wife.
Hello?
Hey, I got you on speaker on the live stream.
Okay, hi.
People are asking about pink shirts. Do we have pink shirts back in stock?
As many as I have, yes.
Are they in stock on the website?
They should be. I just updated it last night.
Okay, cool. Love you. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome. Love you. Bye.
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 Alright, yeah, they should be updated. I think she just updated it last night, she said. So, dadsgonelive.com. Let's go! Oh, sorry. Oh, I say it all the time. That's the wife. That's my wifey. I don't like saying my old lady. And she doesn't like saying my man. She's like my husband. That's what I am. I'm her husband. You guys click on that link tree, and I think my Dad's on Live website's in there. Get out of here. Neighbor reacts near Nancy Guthrie's home. Somebody just sent me this. We're going to play the sound. Minus the ad. We'll turn up though.
Through the honors program at the Sales Academy, I was able to graduate early and get accepted into one of the best undergraduate to MD programs in the country. Through online learning at the Sales Academy, I found more challenging courses that propelled me.
Would I be mean if I just said Joe Mama when they yell at me?
Watching you. Please stop stalking.
Oh, she's going off. She's talking about please stop stalking.
You want to sell finders? Then go look for it.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah. No, yeah. And don't trespass. You're not helping the situation, and neither are you. This is not public property. Yeah. Get out of here. Do you show yourself on video of her? You should. The point is to help find her. Harass the family. Really get a job too.
That's all I would say. She get in my face. She got in the guy's face.
That's how you do it, guys.
He did really good. He did better than I do. Because if she gets in my face and I'm like, stop touching me.
That's gonna be a clip. I'll tell you that. Welcome to YouTube, baby.
Hey, Jess, just came through the $5 for gas. Thank you so much, Jess.
It's gonna be lit, dude. I'll tell you that. Sorry about that, guys. Some people's energy, you know. She was definitely waiting for a response. If I were to say anything, that would have definitely escalated, you know. It's too early for that, bro. That video is gonna be pretty lit. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Get in my face like that, I'm just gonna go, please stop, you're scaring me. No, I was not drinking out there. I was drinking water and Red Bull and coffee and soda and slushies. But alcohol? No. Man, I've been drunk like twice in 2026, and both times were at home with my wife. Well, one of them was at the bar with my wife, and the other one was at home with my wife. Yeah, you get in my face. I'm gonna be like, stop it, Daddy. Why are you yelling at me? Why are you yelling at me, Daddy? Stop. You're hurting my feelings. Please. Oh my God, dude. There's so many spam emails, man. They're emailing me from my YouTube page. Hi, what is your main goal with your store this month? To stop your scam emails, buddy. There are so many scam emails. Yeah, Alex is pretty cool. He's funny. I mean, if you don't like stoners and stuff, you're probably not gonna like Alex. But if you have a sense of humor and you don't mind, smoking a little bit of Mary Jane, you'll love him. He's a cool dude. Is Brian still in the chat? I don't even see his comments no more. You're banned from my chat, bro. Brian, I've asked you several times to drop it. I know your account's a troll account because it's Brian Guthrie, Brian Mofo Guthrie. But yeah, you're banned, buddy. Catch you later. Oh, hey, he just messaged me again, said I removed my block number thing. Let's see.
I'm sorry. But
you know what? Just let me redo this phone call app. Let me do this. I'm just gonna redo my text now number. I deleted the text now number because I got tired of all the. I don't like having text now number, but it is now. Robbie, I will call you momentarily, brother. Cal City is 10 miles north of here. See, I've had 3 calls today alone on my text now number. That's why I don't really do it no more. But that's okay. He says, call again. Got your number right here, Robbie. Copy. I'm totally not on my phone while I'm driving. That was louder.
Hello?
Hey, is this Robbie?
Yes, I finally found another setting. There was 2 of them on this phone.
Oh, no worries. Well, this Dad's Gone Live. How you doing tonight?
Doing good. I'll give you what my wife and I think about this, and we've been watching it from the beginning, and watching everything all over YouTube and gathering all the info.
Okay.
I believe that what happened after he dropped her off back at the house, I think there was either 1 or 2 people already waiting inside for her, just based on all the different things. He went back home, and I do think they're involved. He picked her up, they changed, they came back, they went inside, and I just kind of believe something had happened that they didn't expect. Maybe maybe if there was 1 or 2 guys in there, somebody had to hit her, or maybe she just got injured or fell, and that's what caused that blood. And I think somebody went around to the front to disable the camera because they were going to take her out the front door. Now, this is something I don't think anybody's really discussed. That backpack, I think, had her clothes and stuff in it. It's packed like it's soft stuff. I don't believe it's got tools or anything they were going to use. I think it's got her clothes in it.
Yeah, because it looked like it was full, but I didn't see anything like that was hard on the inside. Like when you throw a laptop or like a hammer inside
Right.
of the backpack, you can see it protruding through the backpack. So yeah, that would make
Yeah,
sense.
everybody's trying to figure out, well, why did they just casually walk up to that door? I think they casually just walked up to that door because they just came around from the back. And the situation was already under control. They're going to disable that camera. And if you notice, when he bends over to pick up whatever, the grass or flowers, he looks off to his left, and there's like a light or something there in the bushes on the street, and he looks right at that, backs off. I don't know if that's a flashlight or what is there, but he looks right at it. It's pretty clear. I don't know if you've noticed that or had that pointed out before.
Yeah, so in the video you see the lights, and in person, because I've been hanging out at the Nancy house. To me, those lights look like they're the lights that I can see in person on top of the hill. I really think the lights in the video are from houses. I think if there's a car out there, I think they would have their lights off.
Well, I know what you're talking about, but watch that video again,
Okay.
and when he looks, right there where the bushes and trees are on the road, you see like smaller lights, not the ones above it where the house is.
Okay.
And right after he looks at it, it's like they either go out or they back up. Like maybe somebody has a little flashlight or something going on. But watch it again, and if you see that.
Okay.
And I just think I think they just pulled the vehicle around. After he got the camera out, he knocked on the door. They opened it from the inside, carried her out, dropped the blood. Maybe they even did wheel her out. We don't know, but I think they carried her out and pulled the car around, put her right in it.
Well, in the earlier photos, you can kind of see what looks like tire tracks from either a wheelbarrow with two wheels or maybe a trash can going from the front of her steps out to the road. What do you think about that?
Well, if they did, it would make sense to bring a wheelchair or something. I mean, they fold. We've got one here stored away. They're light. They fold flat. They're easy to carry with you.
And then my other question is, so you're suspecting that Tommaso has something to do with this?
Yeah, because you know what? I just think that you've got to. I watched a thing about Savannah. She's worth over $50 million. And I just think that, I just think the jealousy of, I mean, they've got a $7 million condo, a $3.5 million one, and an $11 million home. And I think Annie and Tommaso are just jealous. They would almost have to be. And I would say Savannah is the favorite of the mom. I think Annie grew up with that. I mean, it's clear just watching them together. You look at Annie's eyes. She's got kind of a sad, there's something about her. She just don't act and look right.
Interesting. Yeah, in the first couple interviews, you can see it's Savannah in between Annie and Tommaso talking. So yeah, it does seem like that would make sense. I'm getting tired of her being the center of attention.
And I have known other and people in the families that when you got an old person in the family and they've got a little bit of money, and I'm just talking not a lot, but they've got more than you have. I've heard people make comments, dang, she's lived a long time, or he's lived a pretty long life, like, how much longer is he going to go? Am I in the will? And you know what I'm saying? It's all kinds of crazy talk.
Now, what do you think what do you think about the house being in a trust?
About the what?
So I believe the house is in a trust that belongs to Nancy Guthrie. So what do you think about the house being in the trust and the possible rumors of them trying to sell the house?
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to get, obviously, I don't really believe they were thinking they were going to get a ransom. I think they were just trying to speed up You know, either they wanted her to turn some money over to them, or they wanted her to loan them more. I guarantee it loaned them a decent amount of money. And, you know, I think they just wanted to maybe speed things up and move her life along so they could inherit everything.
Interesting. All right.
I mean, you know, Savannah's not just going to hand millions over, sister or not, you know. People are like that. They're just not, you know.
Yeah, I get that, but I also like not wanting to hand over millions of dollars over to somebody. I also just can't even fathom the idea of killing your own mother or taking your own mother hostage like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't sit right. I can't even imagine it. Like, I would be more, if I fell into some money like that, I'd be more willing to pay off my mom's mortgage than take my mom away.
Yeah.
Know?
Well, I've been involved in security and police work my entire life, and I've seen it all. I mean, people will rob you and kill you on the street for a couple of bucks. They don't care. They'll kill you for nothing.
That is true.
You know, this world's pretty evil, and you know, you can go down to any local jail or even your local like at the county sheriff's jail, and they'll let you go on a tour if you make an appointment. You walk through there, I guarantee you will never do it again, because you're going to have grown men whistling at you and saying all kinds of lewd things to you as a man, and you're just going to see and hear things. You think, man, I hope they never get out of here. Most of them are going to get out of there and be on the streets.
Yeah, you go to a prison with 10,000 inmates, and you probably already know you got 10,000 innocent inmates because they all claim their innocence.
Yeah. One last thing before I go, I saw somebody, I can't remember who it was. He did a video on. They talk about the gait of the walk of the masked guy.
Oh, okay.
And he did it, comparing it to Tommaso coming down the driveway with the two girls when they put the flowers out, and the gait, the walk was absolutely identical. And he has, like, there's a cross step where your left foot crosses a little over in front of your right one, which is a little odd, and then pigeon toes. And when he stood there between the two girls with his arms around them, his feet were pointing out, and that guy put the overlay of the masked man when he was standing straight, and his feet they fit right in there with that same pigeon-toed look. That really kind of convinced me. I think that the masked guy was Tommaso. Like I say, he came back, walked around, and went to the camera after one or two other guys did the dirty work inside.
Now, that's actually really interesting. So what about the doors in the back being propped open?
You know, maybe, like I say, if the one or two people, ever how many there were, came there first, and I think they waited on her, maybe they opened those, and the plan originally was to take her out the back. Maybe they were doing it to make somebody think there was a big break-in. Little things like that. It's hard to say why it was done.
Interesting.
So many reasons. And then now they say it looks like there was no crime scene. Not her fighting or nothing, you know.
Ryan Anton just released a video talking about that, right? I was like,
yeah,
no
so I
way.
mean,
I thought there'd be a major crime scene on the inside to bring out. They had homicide detectives out there in the very beginning, so that made me think that there was some major struggle inside.
Right.
They were in there for 40-something minutes at least with her. How is there no disturbance inside the house? That's interesting.
I mean, they are thinking maybe she recognized one of them. She might have fought a little and pulled the mask off, and maybe they sat down and had a big discussion.
Huh. Yeah.
Who knows? Or maybe they were trying to get her to transfer money or, convince her of something. We just don't know those details, but most cases, and I'm not saying it's necessarily this one, Most is the last person that saw him or somebody close. And Annie and go back to that picture of the two of them in their car at the very beginning. Why are they trying to dip their heads down, cover their faces, have sunglasses on like they're a couple of criminals?
Yeah.
You look guilty as heck. Hey, if that was my family, I'd have been out there in front of my mom's house talking to all you guys.
I would too, and I would bring in ice water, cold lemonade.
Yeah.
And I would be sitting there right there with them and saying, I'm not leaving till my mom comes home. Dead or alive.
I would have pulled up my chair every day, and if I had the money they do, I'd have told Savannah, hey, give me some cash here. Let's set up some tables and bring food in and stuff, and let's pay. There's some pretty good search groups. Some do it for free. Some you have to hire.
That's the
She could have paid for these people.
That's the other thing I was going to say. So, when you feel like law enforcement isn't making much progress, you always have the right to hire a private detective. And I've done, like, this isn't my first missing persons case I've covered. It's the first big national one I've covered. Oh, you just went off my star line.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the first big national one I covered. But there's another missing persons case that I covered. The family actually hired. Oh, hold on one sec. Are you still there? Hello. Silly phone. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. There was another missing persons case that I covered, and they felt like Riverside Sheriff's Department wasn't doing enough. So the family, they're like, well, Jacob, what do you think is next? I was like, well, I think the next thing to do is hire a private detective, private investigator. And they sure did. And this private investigator, I can't say too much until like the thing is done. But this private investigator has made progress. Well, I haven't heard anything about Savannah's family hiring a private investigator. Have they hired one?
Yeah, we don't know she has or she hasn't. Maybe they did and they're keeping that secret.
So,
it would be smart to keep it secret, not wanting to scare whoever did it.
That's true. I just really hope they did hire a private investigator. So.
And you know the video and the photos released from one camera, that's not all they have out of all those cameras. There has to be more. And I bet it shows something not too good that they wanted people to see, or they might have shown maybe who it was. We don't know. But there's more.
Yep. I think there is
They'll
more.
be arresting somebody soon. My opinion, they're less than 1 month, and I'd say weeks. They're going to be arresting someone.
Yeah, that's why I keep on going back, because like everyone's asking me, well, you're just gonna sit in front of a house. What are you doing? Well, I'm sitting on standby, hoping that I'll be in Tucson, Arizona, when they make a major break in this case, and I want to be one of the guys that records it. I want to be one of the ones that shares it with the world.
Yeah, I'm waiting on it any day to pop up in the news. And any day, I believe it's coming.
So, and I do think that I don't know if you're religious or anything, but you know, if everyone prays, you know, prayers do get answered, and everyone's praying for the return of Nancy.
There's a chance. I mean, they can get her drugs dirt cheap in Mexico. Somebody can drive over the border and get them drugs. So, she needs to keep her life easy.
Oh yeah, you're right. Mexico has a lot cheaper prescriptions, and you don't even need a prescription half the time.
Yeah, people cross all the time that go over there. That's where they get them. So that's where people say, well, she can't be alive, no meds. Cross the border and get them, not a problem.
That's true, as long as they know what she takes.
Exactly.
So.
Hey, we're getting ready to head to bed. It's been great talking to you, and we'll keep watching you.
I truly appreciate the call. Thank you so much.
All right, take care.
You too. Bye. Yeah, that was interesting. So we had 2 people that became a member, and then 1 person gifted 5 memberships. I had the names pulled up. Let me see. Bob McIntyre, thank you so much for becoming a member. Belinda gifted 5 memberships and then also became a member. So thank you so much for all that, guys. Thank you. So we're going to actually cut down to the 10. It says it's going to trim an hour off and about 100 miles. But we got around all the LA traffic. So now our estimated time to arrive in Tucson is now 6 a.m. I am pretty hungry right now. And I think I'm gonna hold off a little bit longer. I got some corn nuts here. And we're gonna let me pull over real quick for half a second. I know it says no parking, but man, who's gonna impound my car right here? I'll make it quick. Because I don't want to fuel up until I'm like right before, last second. All right, cool. I've got a water and another Red Bull. Let's go! A hearty breakfast. So I think I'm gonna try to pull an all-nighter, and then stream in Tucson during the day, take a nap in the afternoon, and we'll play it by ear. I just bit my cheek. Kind of did hurt though. Somebody just said, trying to make a living off an old lady a state away is disgusting. I agree. So, do me a favor. I want you to hold that thought, and I want you to go, every single news company that's out there that covered the Nancy Guthrie case, I want you to give them a hard time. Because news companies make a lot of money off these stories. The chump change that us YouTubers make is nothing compared to the millions of dollars that some of these news anchors make, and the thousands of dollars that the cameramen make for the news companies. I know what some of these cameramen make per day, and they make a lot more than I do. So, if you're going to be upset with media covering the case and getting paid for their work, I'm going to expect you to do the same thing to the news stations. Not just YouTubers. News stations, news companies make more than us. Every news anchor that's out there gets paid by the hour. Like the small ones, and then the big ones, the national ones, get paid by the year, and they're not in the thousands, they're in the millions. I'm employed by a news network. I work for a news network, so who cares? YouTube pays me, and so does Key News Network. Not different at all. The only difference is one is a little bit greedier than the other. I'm less greedy. There's no difference, trust me. In the United States of America, YouTube, if you have a following, you are considered media. So whether it's YouTubers or a news company, you are considered media. You have the freedom of the press. So there is legally no difference. Maybe your opinion there's a difference, but the legal way there isn't. However, myself, I work for a news network. Look up news stringing, or look up stringer, S-C-R-I-N-G-E-R. Go to Google and type in, what is a news stringer? I get a paycheck from a news company doing news stringing. But if you're going to give me a hard time, I expect you to do it to everyone else. I expect you to do your research. Not that I care. I'm going out regardless of what you think. No. No, I do like freelance news stringing. I really don't make that much through the news network. I really don't. They only pay me if I get a sell. Like last 3 weeks, I haven't got a sell. But the first 2 weeks of Nancy's case, I got like 5 or 6 sells. So they don't per se pay me to go out here. It's like freelance work. But so Facebook, no offense, Facebookers, I don't make money on Facebook live streams at all. Maybe like 17 cents a live stream, if that. But between YouTube ad revenue and then working for the news network, that pays the bills at home. And then like super chats, like the viewer funds that come through, I use that for the operating cost. So the operating cost is paid for by PayPal's, Cash App, Venmos, super chats, and memberships. And then I use the ad revenue to pay my personal bills, along with a paycheck from Key News Network. Not that it's anybody's business, but at the same time, I don't really care. Oh no, he pays his bills. And like I do have 2 different sponsorships. I put one of them on hold for now, Chain Cone and Clark, because they're local to Bakersfield, so they're on hold till I get back to Bakersfield. But then I also have a sponsorship from StreamSponsor.app, and they run the live stream overlays like we have tonight. So if you're a streamer and you want to run the overlays like this, you go to my link tree and you can find the link for StreamSponsor.app and sign up, and they'll get you all set up. They're pretty cool. Yeah, Anton is under contract. He makes money off this. And I drive my own vehicle, yeah. I think at the end of the day, what I should say is, if you don't like it, don't watch. If you don't want to hang out with us, don't watch. Not a big deal. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I was just happy. I was happy when I had 40 viewers back in the day. Like, I thought having 40 viewers was the coolest thing ever. "100% one of those things where if you don't like it, don't watch." Thank you. Thank you for your kind words. Yeah, the mods, they volunteer their time. And they do a great job. I love my mods. You guys are amazing. I have the best mods that YouTube can offer. Anyways, now our time to arrive should be about 6:13 a.m. 6:13 a.m. To be honest with you, I kind of like driving in the rain. I just hope it doesn't mess up my scooter. I'm kind of worried because my scooter's kind of getting rained on in the back, but hey. Hey, Blizzard, how you doing, my friend? Just came through the 99-cent super chat. Blizzard, you've been watching for a lot of years. How are you doing? Well, the new puppy's doing great, but he left a pile of poop in my office today. Damn dog. But he's doing great. Does anybody else want to do a call-in? I can call you right now if you guys want to do a call-in. Email me with your phone number if you want me to call you at dadsgonelive@gmail.com. I know it's kind of late, 10:43 p.m. dadsgonelive@gmail.com. Just shoot me an email real quick, guys. I got 486 miles, 7 hours and 29 minutes. We should arrive at 6:13 in the morning Pacific Standard Time. I love the rain. I love it. We need more rain out here. I really do like the rain. Rain, rain, come every day. It looks like I'm going fast, but really I'm only going 60. Speed limit 65, I'm only going 60. Yeah, good time. And behind a semi. Now that there's a passing lane, he's speeding up. Come on, Mr. FedEx. grand jury. Someone just said Dad's Gone Live is a grifter. Nobody wants him back in Arizona but you fucking morons. Well, okay. That was a little harsh. I mean, I get it. People talk crap about me all the time, but why you gotta talk crap about my viewers, man? What'd they ever do to you? It's kind of rude. Hope you don't kiss your mama with that mouth. Yeah, that wasn't called for. That literally was a comment that my moderators just deleted. Yeah, but they're watching. There's one person, Linda TN, that is like on my nuts, dude. She's bad. Goes all over YouTube. Bad mouthing Dad's Gone Live, calling me a grifter. And like, dude, holy cow. Pays more attention to me than my own wife does. My wife pays a lot of attention to me. But at the end of the day, it's not about the trolls. It's about bringing, in my opinion, it's about bringing awareness to Nancy Guthrie and providing coverage for you guys. So, F the haters, embrace the lovers. That's what I say. F the haters, embrace the lovers. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. The one that just did it was, let me see. I'll kiss you. They just said, I'll kiss your wife. Okay, buddy. My wife would probably put you 6 feet under, but it was BB Convict IMO. Doug just banned him. Mental health is a growing problem for sure. Thanks, Grandma Ladybug. Oh, by the way, I think my wife's got your address. I think we're good. You should have a sticker mailed out in the next day or two. Oh, fudge. I forgot to get 857 Tucson's t-shirt, man. Bummer. It's a bummer, baby, so why don't you hurt me? Here we go, here we go. Ready? Where's Alex? Where's Alex? Wee! Wee, wee! Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, you guys ready? Here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go, right here, right here. Wee! Wee, wee, wee! It's like a roller coaster, dude. I love it. Ready? Wee! Dip. No, I don't chew disabled. What's up, Jeffrey? How you doing? How you doing, Diana? Going back for Nancy. So if anybody wants me to call them, just shoot me your phone number. I'll call you right now. Email me. I'll do another call in real quick. Can I call Alex? Is he live right now, though? Is he live? That's the only catch. If he's live, I'll probably interrupt his live stream. Say, can you call me maybe on Facebook on the computer?
Hi, okay, can you hear me? Check. Sorry, I don't know what, I couldn't fix the orientation.
Alex is live on his computer.
You hear everything good? I love you, Mark. On the interview room, a good shout out open.
He's live at his computer. I don't think he's using his computer to live stream.
To start off, I didn't go out of town. I'm still here at this Airbnb. That was kind of like my grievances. It was kind of like about getting there. Man, it was a pain. I mean, you could tell I'm still here. So if I don't let it out, then I'll, But I'm happy to see JLR back in town. Ted Investigates. That's a good friend of mine, good guy. Real passionate about what he does. I joke with him all the time, but he really is good at what he does. Jim, although I joke around a lot, Jim, man, there's nothing bad you can say about Jim. He's a good guy. He drives all the way over here. I think this is, someone corrected me, I think that was the 5th time he's came, and that's a beyond 12-hour drive, So everybody, I think you all see where people's hearts are at, If someone gets like $10 over to get through, that's not why they're here. You know what I'm saying? Like Jim ain't here for the reward money, stuff like that. That's why I like it, you know. Juanita, I haven't talked to her, but she's the one
Let's see what he says.
offered it. She's like, you can take my car. Just, you know, that's awesome. Yeah, we all love you. No, you know, here, hey, there's gonna be some explicit content. This is a true crime page, and more. But if you have children with you and you don't like people cussing, they shouldn't be watching the true crime stuff. I just fucking cuss because I'm allowed to. I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
So there's no rules. There's going to be explicit language. The only rules are just don't bash any other streamers. If you don't like them, hey, send that to yourself. You know, save that or go to that person's page. Or, you know what I mean? This isn't a grievances for you guys. You like to talk shit about them. That's the only time you get blocked on here. Someone said they got blocked yesterday because what did they say? They went against the Richard Allen thing. And maybe someone got mad. It wasn't me. Just so you guys know. I told whoever that was. My apologies. You should be back on today. But you know, my mods already know. Like everybody's opinion is welcome in here. Really, you don't have to be on this side or that side. We don't know. We don't even know. So that's why that's how come this page is like that.
All right, I don't think he's paying too much attention to the chat.
I'm an open book. You guys know me. I'm an open book. I'm not hard to find. If that nerdy dude wants to come out, you know, and I also don't want to make it about him, but if that nerdy dude wants to come out, people were like, don't be starting shit over there at Nancy's. Nobody's going to fucking start shit at Nancy's.
Cool. Love from Maui. How you doing?
All I'm saying is, he's been stalking them and threatening them.
Appreciate it.
I already
You're
told
wrong.
Nerdy. If you have a problem with JLR, you have a problem with me. We'll go meet up somewhere. Just like two men, we're going to go talk somewhere. I'm not going to go in front of Nancy's house. But really, I got a lot of smut on him, too. And I didn't even have to look because I don't really give a shit. But I saw it and I found it. But anyway, let's put that, we let that go. Nerdy, I'm not hard to find. I'm going to be staying. We can do that or we can talk. You're not going to.
Yeah, this is my backup channel, CMO. How have you been?
Okay. Nancy, anything new from you guys today? I forget. I was able to, on my Twitter, my boy, Fat Redown, he sent me all the good ones. And even Dad on Live Jacob sent me a real clear picture of the drone and the video. And before I even got a hold of him, I thought I was going to bounce out of town, so I was trying to I was like, can I throw on this shit real quick? It's like my date timestamp, so it's like, you know, anyway. So I put,
All right, somebody just emailed me their phone number. I'm going to call them real quick. Oh, let me see. Donald, if you can hear me, I'm going to call you, no, we're going to call Crusader. All right, this person's no. We're gonna call Crusader instead. All right, Crusader. Calling you right now.
Hey Jacob, how you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm the one you said Donald. My name's Donald.
I'm sorry about that.
You're good. You're good. Have you ever thought, I just had this thought earlier, what if, like how Brian and that detective was going back behind Nancy's, what if the suspect or suspects or perps, or however you say that, what if they use night vision goggles to get back into behind Nancy's?
That's really interesting. The only thought I had was if they went behind Nancy's, then they would be very familiar with the Catalina foothills or the type of terrain that's back there. And but I mean, it's very possible. I've got night vision myself.
Yeah.
So
and
anymore,
anyone can get them online.
Yeah, a couple $100, you can have night vision.
Yep.
But
also, I gotta tell you this. When you did that video, you asked, we hiked.
Yeah.
About that box down over the hill on that trail.
Yeah.
That had Free Palestine on it. I thought that was very suspicious, and I called the hotline, the tip line, and gave them the information about that.
Oh, okay.
And I said, you guys need to check that out. I said, because the 4 people that I watch, you, JLR, and 857 Tucson, I think that's how you say it,
Yeah.
and IRT, that's Joe,
Yeah.
was on that trail going back to behind the lake to check out, that half froze up on my end. But anyways, that half submerged 50-gallon drum.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The sheriff, I actually got the sheriff to go out the next day, and they pulled it out of the water.
Good.
It was full of mud.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Usually it's something like that, but you never know. I mean, these days you never know.
That's true.
But I was thinking, now, who would put a box out in the middle of the woods, out in the middle of nowhere, and put free Palestine with all this stuff going on overseas now?
To be honest with you, that is exactly what I was thinking. I was like, that's really weird.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Savannah being on Good Morning America and her mom being on there, and they could target her and could have done something, if Savannah or any of them said something about, anything about Palestinians or something like that, they could have targeted her and her family, namely Nancy.
That's very true. And you know what? Like, people are very strong, willed or strong opinionated with the Palestinian situation. And
yep.
A lot of people have gotten very violent over it. Extremely. We saw that in the No Kings protest. They were. The Free Palestinian protesters showed up, and they were. I had people follow me around, asking my opinion about Palestine. I was like, I don't know. I couldn't tell you because I'm not educated on it, and that just pissed them off beyond belief, and they started following me around LA.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, what's your theory on what happened to Nancy, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I think it was something dealing with the Palestinians or a Muslim radical group that took their spite out on Savannah and tracked her mom down and did her in. I don't, being this long ago, this so far now, my time is 2:06 in the morning. I think, being 60 days since she's been missing, I don't even think she's alive right now, to tell you the truth.
I don't think
because
she's
I'll
either,
tell
sadly.
you, my dad has a pacemaker in his chest. He had I don't know how many years ago, he had a Widowmaker put in.
Yeah.
And he has a pacemaker in his chest, and he has to sit there with that, put his fingers on a thing, like some kind of device that goes with it, a monitor or something. Yeah. And it deals with your cell phone. It's on my sister's cell phone. If you're not around that, if you're out of the Wi-Fi area for it, that could hurt you. That could kill you.
So is he still alive right now?
Oh yeah, my dad's still alive.
So
we live in Fairview, West Virginia.
So if it connects to his phone though, correct?
Yeah.
So just like the one that Nancy
my
had?
sister's son. Yeah, just like Nancy had.
So if your sister
But
walks
his
away,
is inside his chest. It's not on the outside.
so if your sister walks away from your dad and gets out of cell phone range, how long does it take for the cell phone to detect, hey, the pacemaker is no longer within range?
I don't know how far the range would go, to tell you the truth,
Yeah.
because I'm not in the medical field.
But what about like the time? Like, let's say she's like, okay, I'm gonna go to the store, and she's taking her phone with her, but your dad stays at home. How long from the time that she leaves your dad to the time that her phone pings, the app on her phone says, hey, I'm no longer connected to the pacemaker, what's going on?
Yeah,
Is it pretty
I don't know
instant?
how long that would be, Jacob, to tell you the truth.
See, I'm really curious.
Because it would be her phone, and she wouldn't be here at the time.
Yeah.
Like I said, she's in the medical field. I'm not. I'm just like you. When you help out the homeless in Bakersfield, I've been watching you ever since, let's see, way before the Amazon trains were being attacked. ICE.
You saw that too.
It was way before the riots in California, in Los Angeles.
Oh, that's
way
cool.
before that.
Thanks for watching. I appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. I mean, I watch you, I watch Joe, I watch JLR, and now I watch 857 Tucson, and I don't know Green Eyes all that well, so I don't watch theirs. But Alex, I watch his, and I mean, you guys are doing an awesome job out there. Brian, I watch Brian. I watched Ashley Banfield and Nancy Grace. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you watch all my friends, which is awesome. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah. I mean, I watch right here on YouTube.
Well,
And
awesome.
what I was getting back to say, what you do to feed the homeless, I do that in a uniform, a superhero uniform, real life superhero uniform, and that's why I'm called Angelic Crusader.
I love that.
It's basically my uniform would look something like it would come out of like the game Assassin's Creed or the movie.
Oh,
that
yeah. I used to play that back in the day. I love Assassin's Creed.
I love it. Yep, I do too.
That's pretty cool. I'm a video game nerd.
Yeah, I used to be a gamer too.
Yeah. But anyways,
what
appreciate you
stopped
calling
me
in.
from being a gamer was friends of mine. I had Tekken 3 and for PlayStation, and they took my game. They said they'd bring it back, and they moved from Fairview to Columbus, Ohio, and never brought it back. And I just said the heck with it. I got rid of all my game system and everything.
Oh, I'd be upset.
No, I was, but what could you do? I mean, it was already gone.
Yeah.
I get on the interstate, I get lost, so I ain't gonna go clear to Columbus, Ohio. I'd end up in Timbuktu.
Yeah. I get lost pretty easy sometimes too. I just drive in circles until I find my way around.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Well, I'm glad you're going back to Tucson, Arizona.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys really, I mean, keep up the good work. I mean, we need to, none of us, even everybody else that's listening to me right now, nobody in their right mind would ever want any of their loved ones to be taken like Nancy was, and this, all this happening. None of us.
Amen to that.
We need Nancy back home with her family so they can have a proper burial, or
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think she's alive, and I mean, I would love for her to be alive, but unfortunately it's like, I don't want to lie to
her
people.
medication, 18 years ago, I had a kidney transplant, so I know what that means. You got to have your medication. If you don't, you die.
Yep.
That's all there is to it.
Well, hey, I'm pulling into a gas station. I got to gas up. I want to say thank you so much for calling. And
all right.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Have a good one, Jacob.
All right, you too. Bye.
All right.
All right, guys, I'm going to get some fuel real quick. I'm down to a little under half a tank. So if you guys want to help out with fuel for this trip, it's greatly appreciated. Not required. We're going regardless. I'm going to fold the scooter up because it's kind of hanging out the side of my truck. I don't want to scratch my bed. And then I'm going to get me a soda, top off the gas, get on the road. And I'm really hoping I can fuel up in Arizona, not here in California. Right back, guys. I'm gonna get some fuel. A soda. I got me some chicken noodle soup, guys. Actually, it's a cup of soup. It's a shrimp flavor. But I got me a cup of soup, everybody. There we go. Whoa, $10 super chat. Let's go. Janie, thank you. So if anybody runs into me while I'm out live streaming on the way to Tucson, in Tucson, anything like that, I got Dad's on Live stickers. I got the first 5 people will get a large Dad's on Live sticker. Let's go. Oh wait, did I just say that out loud? My bad. Gas prices, I just paid $5.50 for a gallon. Oh, Paulette came through the gas tunnel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Go. I think you're asking the same questions that we Californians are asking too. I don't know. It's pathetic how bad this state is screwed up. I am on the way back to Tucson, yes. Going back to Tucson, guys. I hope you guys are cool with that. So, we don't know what's going to happen in this case. It could be solved tomorrow. They could find her and they can make an arrest. Or it may take 3 years for them to find her. Or they may never find her. I don't know. But just in case they do make an arrest, I want to be there for when it happens. If I go back out there and hang out and cover it, then I would never have a chance of catching the arrest on camera. And that's what I want to do. I want to catch the arrest. I want to be there when it happens. And I want to bring awareness to Nancy Guthrie. This is not fair. Not fair to the family, not fair to anybody. You don't kidnap America's grandma. I mean, you don't kidnap people in the first place, but especially America's grandma. Call Alex. Does you want me to call him right now? Let me see.
If anybody sees Nerdy, please send him this video.
What?
I don't know what I was thinking. I was just trying to look out for him. Just so you know. Like, I don't want any problems, man. I want to be out there, and I don't want to be like, if you come up, I'll be like, oh, hey, man, I'm just trying to tell you. I'm not trying to protect anybody. So, Nerdy, please, just know if you're coming down, please, be respectful and don't be doing it at Nancy's house, please. Please, I'll run. I'll call the cops, but please, just don't. Send that to him, please.
What the
Concerned,
fuck
I'm
did I just
worried
go
about my
into?
life. And I just don't want these issues.
I don't know what's
Please.
going on.
I don't even want to cry here for you guys.
I think he's joking.
Okay, guys. Okay, yeah.
Yep, he's playing.
Send that to him. Make him feel like, oh no, he's fucking scared of you, Holmes. He's fucking scared of you. Go up to him and be like, what are they?
I can't call Alex because he's live.
No. Oh, you guys are gonna love it.
If I call Alex right now, it'll interrupt his live stream, so I don't want to do that. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know where I'm at. I'm gonna write a book about this right now. I'm gonna call it Lost as Fuck, boy. I think I'm lost. Huh. Where am I? 4,000 feet elevation, what the hell? Guys, I think I'm lost. Yeah, can you guys send in reinforcements, please? I'm lost. Oh, mommy. You just told him he's scaring DGL. Ah. know where I'm at now. Never mind. I usually come out the 138. I know exactly where we're at now. GPSing me a hella weird way. We good. Sorry. My wife was in chat. I didn't even see it. I'll never smoke weed with Willie again. Gesundheit. Thank you guys for the bless yous. Chat seems dead tonight. Yeah. Facebook is hit and miss sometimes. How many viewers do we have on Facebook? At least one? Maybe two? Let's see. Oh, we have 38. Nice. Winnie! We love Winnie. I should be arriving around 6:15 in the morning. haven't got a hotel yet. I think I have enough money for one night right now. We'll have to see when I get there. I think I have enough money for one night, maybe. We'll see. I should be there for about 4 or 5 nights and 3 or 4 days. Let me see. We'll see. I haven't figured it out yet. I just worried about getting gas and food. Yes, we are heading back to Tucson. I do plan to drive straight through. Are you guys subscribed to my main account? Dad's Gone Live. DADS Gone Live. Make sure you guys subscribe to my main YouTube channel, Dad's Gone Live. If you guys want the latest and greatest breaking content. We got 600 likes and 800 viewers, man. That's awesome. Thank you guys. You have a idea. I don't know what it means. Can you trust me? I don't know. That's a decision for you to make, not me. Not being mean, but I mean. I trust me. Hey, Ladybug says I trust you 100%. Thank you. Oh, we got a guy on a motorcycle. Poor fella. He's probably soaked. Go faster. No, I'm okay. Yep, YouTube pays around the 21st, 22nd of every month. So that's what I'm saying. I have super chats are great. I just don't know if I have enough money in the account to get a hotel for tonight or tomorrow night. Yeah. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. No biggie. I have like over at least 700 people in the chat right now. Does that count for the carpool lane? Does that count? I gotta fill in the car like, sir, please step out of the vehicle. Appreciate that, Don. Yakima, Washington. Hey, that's awesome. Thank you, Don. Isn't there like a live streamer in Washington? Yakima streams or Yakima Live? Am I right? Isn't there a streamer out there that kind of does this too? Appreciate that, Don. Thank you. Likes. Hey, I'm cool with just the likes we already got. If you guys want to do more, that's awesome. Damn, brother. Where are you going? 75. I'm going 10 miles over. How fast are you going, buddy? We are currently in California. Basically, it's just California, but I'm recognizing the fact that there's a bunch of commies here that want to overtax you on everything. But we're in California, the land of the overtaxation and overrepresentation. They think they're in charge. They think they're wanted. Every politician in California needs to get out. But not California. The land of high gas prices, absurd rent and living expenses. Yep. Hey, I like that motorcycle. Little cute little motorcycle. And he's in the rain. Crazy, dude. We're officially getting on the 10 freeway. Waterman Avenue. 427 miles left, 6.5 hours, 6.5 hours. Geez, semi-truck. I understand you got to get over, but like, I'm a road hog, brother. Nah, I'm just kidding. Hey, Melanie B just came through with a Venmo. Thank you. Appreciate that, Melanie B. Shout out to Melanie. Just came through with a couple bucks. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, no new leads right now, guys. No new leads. What, are people talking crap about me or what? Appreciate you guys though, the supporters and the lovers, the followers. I appreciate you guys. To the haters, I mean, hey, thanks for at least watching. I appreciate you too, I guess. I don't know. Thanks. And everyone's saying slow down in the rain, man. Like, I got good tires on my truck. I know how to drive in the rain. It's not a big deal. I'll drive like this in the snow too. What's up? Right now our goal is to get out of California and get gas in Arizona. We are 420 miles away from Tucson, Arizona. Oddly, that's probably the favorite number for Alex. Get it? Because he likes smoking. I almost smoked with Alex. I was like, yeah, I'll try it. And I was like, nah, you know what, bro? Like, I'll probably get anxiety. I'm okay. I'll freak out. I'll have a panic attack. You have to take me to the hospital. Yeah. Highest Georgia pine. Gotta love it, right? That's cool. I can't do that though. I'd have a freak out session. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think Laughlin is a city. There's a casino up there too. My aunts and all them used to go to Laughlin for the casino back in the day. I don't know if they still go. I hear Laughlin, I think a casino city. My opinion in the case, I think whoever did this is a professional, and they've done bad things in the past. They give it a lot of thought. And I think that Nancy is deceased. I think the sheriff's department is not doing enough when it comes to public information with the media. And I don't know. Just really confused at a lot of it, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. Hellcat. City Ukaipa. When a Hellcat. Guys, our moderator Tammy needs some prayers for her family. I don't want to say why, but if you guys don't mind, just say a prayer for moderator Tammy's family. You think it's certain cops helping cover it up? A lot of people are saying they don't think Nancy ever made it home that night when she left her. See, I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. Why would you get an Uber to Annie and Tommaso's house, but then have them give you a ride home? See, that doesn't make sense to me. That really does not make any sense to me. Why get an Uber there, but get a ride home? Why don't you just get an Uber home, too? How come he couldn't? That's my question. Why did you get an Uber there in the first place? What changed? Something happened for them to give her a ride home. Is it normal for her to get an Uber to the house? I don't know. Yeah, I tell my mom that too. Mom, you ain't riding no damn Uber. I agree there. Hell no, Mom, you ain't riding no damn Uber. You're crazy. I do think that's pretty insane. You know what? Light up this camera. There we go. Sorry, I'm eating corn nuts. I just don't understand a couple things, man. It's kind of interesting. skull on tape. Let's listen to things Skull on Tape did.
If you've been waiting and you haven't been sure, let this be your sign to please come forward.
He did a
Tell what you
interview
know.
on me too, so it's pretty interesting.
And help us bring our beloved mom home. Please be the light in the dark.
Yeah, he did a great job so far. Well, that was frustrating. My phone decided to do a software update. There's nothing I could do about it until it was done. Then when it was done, it said software update ready to install. I said, no! So, anyways, we're back. We're going to listen to the Skull on Tape video momentarily. Let's see. There we go. We should be good now. Guess who's back? So, anyways, we're gonna listen to Skull on Tape real quick. Holy crap, I'm on 90.
She's a news anchor and she's been kidnapped. It's a horrific story because nobody knows where she is. It's been 2 months almost. I can tell you more about the story. I've already driven past the house and I spoke to someone that was outside. I thought they were security. Turns out they're a YouTuber live streaming, and people like us are watching this guy's live stream, and I've been getting messages. So my friends dropped me off because
He's talking about me.
the neighbors get mad if you park. People, I don't know, I guess it's the hair. People always started messaging me saying, are you at Nancy Guthrie's house? We've seen you on some guy's YouTube stream. He's up here. Maybe we'll talk to him for a bit, but I want to tell you more about this story. We're in the Catalina foothills in Tucson. It's incredible, and this is a very sad story, but we're going to see her house, we're going to see the memorial, and we'll talk about it. So Nancy Guthrie is 84 years old. So it's Savannah Guthrie's mom from the Today Show. And it's just huge because what happened to this woman? What happened to Nancy Guthrie? It was January 31st, 2026. So just like I said, just a couple of months ago, Nancy, who's 84, she's on medication, she's an elderly lady. She spent the evening with her daughter Annie and her son-in-law. And after dinner and some games, they were hanging out, they dropped her off here at 8:48, I believe the time was. Now, February 1st, so the next morning, we're looking at 1:47 a.m. now. 1:47 a.m. Forensic data showed that the Google Nest doorbell camera, we're going to see the doorway, was disconnected. 2:12 a.m., motion was detected at her home. But she didn't have a recording subscription. Like it was active, but there was a recording. The video was not saved to the iCloud. Now the FBI later recovered some data, not much though. Here's what's heartbreaking. This is what was a big significant part of the case. At 2:28 a.m., her bedside pacemaker monitor missed its scheduled transmission. That suggests that she was removed from her home where the device was disabled. So she was supposed to be at a virtual church service at 11 a.m. the next day on February 1st, that morning. Relatives came at about 11:56 a.m. because the church members reported her missing. She wasn't here. Now the FBI and the county sheriff's department in this area quickly determined that this was an abduction. This is not the house, this is the neighbor's house. Right? I'm doing this in a little bit of a weird way because I was under the impression that there's going to be a lot more people out here. Savannah Guthrie just today said that she wanted more people to come out here and report report on the media. There's security going by me. I don't have to drive me as well, but security and all that. I thought there'd be more police activity, but it's slowing down. But Savannah Guthrie just today, this is why I came here specifically, because she said she wanted more media attention. Now, I'm not media. I don't think my platform is huge or anything like that, but it was a story I kind of wanted to cover. And when I heard her say that, I was like, well...
Nah, bro, your platform is huge. You got 300,000 subscribers. That's good. You're pretty big, man. That's cool.
Whatever, you know, maybe people haven't heard the story. I'm going to tell it the best I can, and I'm sorry about my voice. So they found bloodstains at the entrance of the home. And DNA testing confirmed that it belonged to Nancy. About 9 days later...
In this interview, I wasn't looking at him very much because I didn't have my glasses on. And I'm really self-conscious about being on camera with my lazy eye. Just going to be honest. I've been like that my whole life.
February 10th, the FBI released the back end of the images from the back end of the security system. It showed him, this is creepy footage, they showed a masked individual carrying an Ozark Trail hiker pack and wearing a gun holster. He used plans to try and block the camera's view before he was tampering with it. Now, several media outlets received emails claiming to be from the kidnappers, and those contained very specific details about the home, such as damage to a footlight and the location of Nancy's Apple Watch that matched the secret details of the crime scene. So anytime you're sending stuff like that, it seems like the people are legit. The family's made several emotional pleas on social media. I mean, we've all seen them, I think. They initially offered a $50,000 reward, and it's later been up to, I think it's $1 million now.
Our mom is a kind, faithful, loyal, fiercely loving woman of goodness and light.
There's a memorial, there's the YouTuber, there's people coming out here right now. So, today, as of today, she's been missing for over 50 days. There's no confirmed arrests, but a lot of theories. I'm gonna let you in the comments talk about the theories. Look how beautiful it is here. One expert said it has to be someone with knowledge of the area or someone close to the family, given how specifically the security system was bypassed. Other theories is a celebrity stalker targeting Savannah Guthrie through her mother. There are other theories that it's just a random kidnapping. I'm going to tell mine at the end, kind of what I kind of think. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know. Now, Savannah Guthrie has not been back to NBC since. She's focused entirely on the search. So you're watching this now today on day 57. I recorded this on day 50, so 1 week ago. So the latest updates, Savannah Guthrie will return to the Today Show on April 6th. Savannah Guthrie also did an interview with her Today Show co-host and said that the back doors to Nancy's home were found propped open. Authorities definitely believe she was taken from their home against her will, and Savannah's family is offering a $1 million reward for the safe recovery of Nancy. Like I said, so this is a week after you're seeing the footage here. I'm now making this voiceover because things happen and change every day. Law enforcement continues to follow thousands of tips, but nobody knows where Nancy is. And here is the memorial that keeps growing. Now, after everything I've seen
God on tape got me sick, damn it. I'm just kidding.
I always thought when I saw the family walk out, they were walking down to where that gentleman's sitting. That's that YouTube live streamer dude. It's right here.
Me.
Look at all this.
You're talking about me.
It's absolutely beautiful. There's her home right there. I can't believe how close the home is, and I can see it. But here's the, I mean, I did, when I knew the memorial was outside, I did think it was over there. Was like, okay, it's okay to come here. And also that Savannah Guthrie wants to keep this in the news, and her sister and the family. Look at this. Please place posters and letters for the family in the box. That's full. Please leave this memorial undisturbed. Let Nancy come home. Savannah Guthrie, it's never too late to do the right thing. God is watching you. Unintentional things happen, and we get that. This is a message to Nancy's kidnapper. Unintentional things happen, and we get that. Life is made up of choices. Please make the right one now. give the Guthries hope with proof of life, or tell them where Nancy is so they can get her and end this nightmare on both sides. The Guthries and the whole country are counting on you. Prove to us you're human. Do the right thing. It's time to let the family bring Nancy home. This is 84, like I said. She would have been terrified. Obviously, I understand, completely terrified. But look at her. I mean, defenseless. She's asleep. They got her obviously while she was asleep in her bedroom, I'm assuming. Excuse me. And it's just so sad. Dear Guthrie family, your neighbors stand with you. Look at all the flowers and candles. And like I read something online where like, oh, this happens all the time. Why is it more important? It's not more important. It's not more important just because she's a daughter of a celebrity. Not more important. But it's obviously going to get more news coverage because the details are so. What I just told you, all the details. It's just weird. You know, and you don't really hear about kidnappings of elderly women, whether they're related to someone famous or not, or elderly people, I should say. It's a rare story. Is the ransom part true? Who did this? But here we go. Look at this. Here's our house. It's ready to look over here to the front door. So here's her driveway. Isn't that wild? And I can't believe the house looks empty. Obviously, I know if the family was staying here. You can't go any further than this, so I'm going to show you the famous front. I honestly thought there's going to be much more media here and security and police, but I was kind of wandering around, and I've seen this house a million times, and here it is. There's that famous doorway.
There's a Scott on tape.
Right there. We don't know if that's exactly how they entered. Who knows? Here we are. This is the home of Nancy Guthrie. Right there.
Scott on tape on YouTube.
That's the doorway.
Let's go!
So that was crazy. It's really creepy. Video footage, surveillance footage, that's where it's taken from, right there. Here it is, the home of Nancy Guthrie. You saw all those surveillance videos of that person trying to cover up the camera. It was right there, right in the center. Oh my goodness. Right there. Now, when I'm thinking about this case, I've thought I've done
I'm going to spam the link in the chat for this video, and I want you guys to comment on it.
I'm not an expert, not at all. I think it has to be someone with knowledge of that specific house. And by that I mean, you look at this driveway, and look at these. Well, this is the street, but I've been to the Catalina foothills before. I've done a couple of videos in Tucson, and I've been to these houses before, and they usually set back further than the house, than Nancy Guthrie's house. So I was thinking, I've talked about extensively with my sister and everybody. I was like, whoever did it knew probably that an elderly lady lived there. Whether or not they knew she was related to Savannah Guthrie, I don't know, but probably knew that these are not cheap homes. This is an expensive area. May have known that she's an elderly lady. Probably her family has money, or she has money. And I think it was just a kidnapping based on that. That's my theory. And it's somebody in the area, because I haven't seen any traffic footage released of a car going in or out of these streets. I'm going to look again, see if I may be speaking too soon, but I don't know. Because if you're in the car like this going by me, this is January 30th, neighbors are going to notice cars parked on the side of the road. You know what I mean? In the middle of the night. If they drive by the window, that's weird. You want to be parked in the driveway. You don't park on these streets. Right now, you're not allowed to because of what's going on. But before that, you just wouldn't park in the street, you park in the house. So it's very strange. So I think that they must
point from the back. And again, this is what it looks like. There's just a ton of like wooded area back here.
January 30th, neighbors are going to notice cars parked on the side of the road. You know what I mean? In the middle of the night. If they drive, that's weird, because why would it be part of the drive? You don't park on these streets. Right now, you're not allowed to because of what's going on. But before that, you just wouldn't park on the street, you park in the house. So it's very strange. So I think that they must have gone into the house beforehand. The car was further away. Or maybe possibly they drove the car right up the driveway and just didn't get shown. I don't know. I think it's a random kidnapping, but based on they knew that there was an elderly woman here that had money possibly. And they panicked, and I hope to God she's still alive. Is she? I don't know. I hope. It's been 2 months and she needs her medication. It's a heartbreaking story. That's what's my theory. I think it's somebody that was desperate for money, that maybe knew the family had money, or maybe just knew this elderly lady must have money. That's all they knew. And they tried to kidnap her. I don't know.
Dad's Gone Live on YouTube.
What's your channel name?
Dad's Gone Live.
Dad's Gone Live?
Yes, sir.
So how often do you spend here?
I've been out here for about 1 to 2 weeks at a time over the last month. So I spend about a week or two out here, then I go home for about 5 days.
Really? Where are you from?
California, Bakersfield.
Okay, yeah, I was just in Bakersfield that time. So, have you seen a heavy FBI and police presence here while you've been here?
When I first got here.
It's so quiet now.
And now they'll occasionally come through the neighborhood and they'll start asking people questions.
Like if they'd ask you and I questions?
No. A couple days ago, they're up here looking at construction sites, talking to possible construction workers, see if anything's out of the ordinary. Sounds like they're kind of interested in seeing people that aren't supposed to be in the neighborhood that's been in the neighborhood.
Okay, so sorry to interrupt, but I was thinking it's somebody that either lives in the neighborhood or close by and knew that an elderly woman lived here with money, and that's what it was. What do you think?
I was telling my viewers too, I got 2 ideas. One of them is money, kidnapping for money, or kidnapping to get back at the family.
Right.
So I do think it was a kidnapping gone wrong. I don't think she was supposed to, be unalived or anything like that. But as time goes on, I've been thinking that maybe she did actually pass away.
Yeah, well, it's 50 days today, right? Day 50 today. So, and I just think that it's, like you said, I think it's a kidnapping gone wrong. I think they either knew the family had money, possibly related to the family got there, or they just knew an elderly lady living here in a nice house in this area has money, and they...
Yeah, but the odds of someone being kidnapped is very low.
Right.
The odds
100%.
of someone being kidnapped that has money is also very low if it was random. And then the odds of someone that has money with a daughter that's worth millions upon millions, that makes $8 million a year, that's on the Today Show, is even slimmer. So I think odds-wise...
You think they knew who she was?
I think they knew exactly who she was.
Right.
And if you look it up, there was a couple searches from November up until she was kidnapped, looking up how much money Savannah makes, and pictures of Nancy Guthrie's home. And then there's been some...
Where was this?
I found it on Google.
Okay.
The FBI actually, I think they released it. That was one of the reports I found. It might have been on Brian Inton's.
Okay. And people were looking this up, you mean, on Google?
Google searches from November up until January. A couple of them on different dates of Savannah Guthrie's salary, and then pictures of Nancy Guthrie's home.
So but you think they live? So you think they live in this area? Because I was thinking there hasn't been any traffic footage going in and out of the area of a car, right? So there's no cameras.
Yeah. So unless a home has a camera pointing at you, there's no cameras.
Even the streets going off of the main street. Okay. So that explains why. Well, man, that's interesting. Okay. I mean, thank you for. No. Yeah, what's your channel name again?
Dad's Gone Live.
Dad's Gone Live. Dad's Gone Live. Gentlemen, right beside me, give me this. Bring Nancy home. It's amazing. Thank you so much. All right, there's the house, and it's surreal for me to be here, right? Like, you've been here a lot, obviously, you said. But just to see, like, that doorway is the doorway that you keep seeing. So thank you for your theories. Like, I just said my kind of what I think, but I think you're right. Wasn't so random, but where is she?
Random, and then actually, like, dude, if you throw a rock from an airplane, and the odds of that rock landing on a famous person's house, it's really
rare. Yeah, it's 1 in a million.
Yeah, I don't think that it was random at all. And go after what makes sense. And what makes sense is I do believe they're scoping out the property. They're interested on January 11th footage.
Okay.
So I think that 3 weeks prior they were scoping out the property, and they finally decided to make their mark on the early morning of February 1st.
Yeah. Heartbreaking.
It's horrible, man. I couldn't even imagine this happening to my mom.
Right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like Jake just gave me oh, here they are here. My friends are here to pick me up. Thanks, guys. Thanks for waiting. I was like, this is a great light. Thank you. Bring Nancy home, and there's the house right there. Absolutely wild to be here. Thank you, Jacob. Channel name again, Dad's Gone Live. Dad's Gone Live YouTube. And thanks so much for talking to me.
I'll spam the link for his
Bring
video
Nancy home. Much
in the
love
chat.
and family. Peace.
So I'll spam the link right now in the chat. It's Scott on tape. You guys can actually go watch it yourself. Go! We're going back to... Let's go! I usually myself say that. Anyways, yeah, I'm spamming it in the chat right now. It's called Scott on tape. He's actually he's a larger channel than I am. He's got more followers than all my stuff combined. People are dropping off asleep. That's all good. Alright. Make sure you guys click on that. Go say what's up in his comments. He's not really a live streamer. He's more of a YouTube long-form video creator. But I like what he does. I'm a new sub. I heard about him when he showed up out there. So I'm a new sub to his channel. I done fell out of the back seat. Nah, gummit. But make sure you guys go say what's up to Scott on tape, man. It was nice meeting him. Good dude. Yep. Alright. Let's listen to Brian Enton. No signs of assault in the house.
That you can walk through. There's like little trails. It's not like in Florida where there's swamp or there's forest. It's really thick. It's hard to get through. I mean, you can walk around back here. You will see a ton of cactuses, and you could stick yourself. I mean, everything has thorns out here. But it technically is.
I need another Red Bull.
Walkable. And they did put these no trespassing signs up all around the house. So again, I'm not going to get too close. But even from this distance, you can see quite a bit the side of the house here. And that's what it looks like. I want to talk to Kurt Dabb, who is a former detective with the Pima County Sheriff's Office. He was there for decades. He came and met me out here a little while ago. I wanted to ask him about some of my new reporting about how there's no signs of an assault inside the house. And then also, he had something really interesting to say about something he spotted in our drone video that detectives were doing that I've never heard anyone talk about before, that I don't think anybody else spotted. So I want to play for you guys my conversation with Kurt. The first thing I want to ask you about,
I did quit drinking Red
Bull
for like
2 or 3
weeks.
According to a source close to the investigation,
now I'm drinking
there was
it out
no sign of an assault inside the house. I mean, we know there was blood on the outside, but inside, and that the house was clean. Some of the rooms were immaculate, but there were no visible signs inside. What does that mean to you?
Well, I had heard that information early on from some of the deputies that had responded, that there didn't appear to be, the house wasn't in shambles. Again, I think what that says to me is these individuals felt comfortable being there. They were there for one thing and one thing only, it appears, and that was to take Nancy. Nothing else was disturbed, as far as we know, on the outside.
Why do you think you would see the blood in the front of the house, but nothing inside?
Well, one of the things that, could happen, and I'm basing this on my training and experience. I don't know if this is the way things transpired, but it's one of the ways. If she was still ambulatory and being guided out of the house, whether or not she was bound, her hands or her mouth or anything. She could have put up a little bit of struggle at the door, knowing that, man, if I get out of here, this is the last chance that I have to put up some type of resistance. So I think that may be what happened, and she might have got hit in the nose or the head, maybe with a fist or a weapon or an implement of some sort, because the blood spatter pattern that was in front of the door, it just looked like bleeding from a head wound or a nose wound, where the drips appeared to be just straight down and there was no direction of
I don't know who
travel
Ronald is. Who's Ronald?
Direction of spatter or anything. It was
Nicole,
just
who is
straight down.
Ronald?
When you go into a house as an investigator and it looks...
Is he someone that's bad news or what?
Someone's missing, but there's not, an area that's obvious, like, oh, something went down right here, there's a pool of blood, or, oh, there's all sorts of stuff thrown on the ground here. If it just looks clean, what do you do?
Well, you do a very good canvass of the scene. You're going to protect everything that you can. You're going to have the forensic investigators come out, our photographers, and they're going to photograph, they're going to fingerprint, they're going to swab for DNA, but they're going to do that at the direction of the homicide detective. So just because, the house isn't in shambles, or, there's evidence of an assault or something like that, doesn't mean that they're just going to bypass the house. They're still going to fingerprint it, DNA swab it, photograph it.
Does it make it harder?
In one aspect, yes, because you don't know if there was an assault that occurred because nothing got disturbed. But I think in the grand scheme of things, the biggest thing that matters is the blood spatter at the front of the door, because we know that there was an injury, and we know that injury was to Nancy. So it's just a little bit weird that there's not a lot of disarray in the house. But again, if this individual or individuals, as I believe that it's more than one, they had a plan and they carried it, to fruition successfully so far.
And you said before you think it's more than one.
Absolutely. One of the theories that, yes, it's got to be one. Now let's say, it could be many different theories, right? Everyone has their own theory. But I think, somewhere between 3 and 4, maybe 1 and 2, you have someone that's here stationed at the house waiting for her to come home possibly. That individual goes in the house, subdues her, another guy comes in front, she's, still ambulatory, let's say, and so they're guiding her out the house, and that's where the impact occurs and the blood spatter comes on the ground. Or, maybe there was 1 or 2 or more individuals and they subdued her in the house and took her out, and the blood was a result of an assault that occurred in the house and maybe didn't start bleeding through, maybe they had her covered. So I just think it's very highly unlikely that it's one individual. Is it possible? Yeah. I don't think one individual is going to carry a non-ambulatory 84-year-old woman out of the house. So if it was one individual, maybe, they got lucky, they were able to subdue her, enough to carry her out. But again, there was no car parked in the driveway that we could see. So, it leads me to believe that someone was parked down the street with a car. And if that's the case, you have 2 people here and you have 1 person in a car. So,
if it's like 2, 3, 4 people, though, do you think there's more of a chance that someone would have leaked by now, especially with the $1 million reward?
Sure, absolutely. One would think it would be probable that would happen, but we don't know what the motive was behind this. We don't know who benefits from this, and if you and I are going to go commit a crime like this, and I'm the one leading it, and I believe, loose lips sink ships, and I think, you may be up to something. Who's to say that me as the bad guy wouldn't take you out either? I got away with killing Nancy or disappearing Nancy, it wouldn't be too hard for, the leader of this group, if you will, to make that decision as well, to take out his partners.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you're let's say the getaway driver, and the whole plan was for Nancy not to die, for her to be okay, but just to get money, and now all this, didn't go the way they planned, and you're just the getaway driver, couldn't you come to the detectives and say, look, I'm not the reason she died, I'll give you the info if you,
sure.
I'll tell
That's
you.
probably not going to happen until arrests start getting made. The first one that gets arrested is the one that's going to get the sweetheart deal, if there is a sweetheart deal in this case. Usually in homicide investigations where there's more than one individual involved, one of those individuals will provide information and then possibly get a proffer from the prosecutor to not use any of that information to charge them. So yeah, it's absolutely a possibility.
Has that happened in cases you've worked?
Yeah. The majority of homicide cases are that way.
But usually there has to be one arrest first for it to sort of,
Because, in bad guy parlance, the first one arrested is usually the first one that talks. So all the other bad guys are out there, freaking out. Oh my God, he said something. And even if you didn't say anything and I think you said something, now we're partners, but I think you're snitching on me. So, what am I going to do? What's my course of action?
So this is the closest we've gotten to the back of the house before. What stands out to you? Is this the closest you've seen it in person?
Yep, never been here.
What stands out to you?
Well, it's like every other house in this and the surrounding neighborhoods. It's very well covered by vegetation. It's very easy to sneak and snoop around without being observed.
Yeah.
You ain't lying.
Especially at night, I bet. It's really dark back here.
100%. I mean, there's no streetlights here. You guys have gone over that, ad nauseum, but it's just true. Without the streetlights, and especially, I don't know what the moon was that night, but if you have a partial moon or no moon, I mean, it is dark. It's dark. And if you're not looking for something specifically, the chances of you seeing something is, next to impossible.
What about the doors being propped open in the back, now that you can see the doors?
Well, yeah, I see that there are 3 doors back there. And the information, I guess, that I was provided, I think by you guys talking with you and listening, to some news snippets is, a door was propped open, or maybe 2. I'd like to know which ones. I think everybody would, but, that would lead to a scout, or a recon of the place, right? Because you got to know your avenues of approach in order to set up something like that. I mean, that tells me that this thing was planned. It wasn't, a one-off.
Yeah, that goes back to the January 11th date, those dates that we've talked about from before.
Yep.
Where someone was probably here looking around.
Dogs in the neighborhood were barking was one of the things, and maybe that's how they got those dates. And dogs see all kinds of stuff at night. They have great eyesight, great smell. So, yeah,
you're talking about one of the neighbors. The dog woke up in the middle of the night and wanted to go out right around the time that Nancy went missing too, and just looked in the direction of Nancy's house. This is one of the neighbors right over here, which he said the dog never normally does that. It was like 1 in the morning.
Yeah, that's
strange.
Yeah, it's a clue, right? Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a clue. It's something that the investigators need to look at, 100%.
In terms of this area where we are now, I mean, do you think? And first of all these people have dogs around here. So I'm just, and if someone tried to come through here in the night, I mean, do you think that's a possibility? They came in through the back, or do you think they just went around Nancy's house?
Yeah, it's absolutely a possibility. It's probably, I mean, if I was going to do something like this, I would not come up the front. I would drive through the neighborhood a couple of days, just to get the lay of the land and do your scout, look for cameras on porches and telephone poles, and then, make your the decision about where you're going to go. And coming in through the back, I mean, it just makes perfect sense.
With the back door, let's assume it was propped open like Savannah Guthrie said, or doors. We know there was blood in the front. But what's your theory? Do you think they came in through the back and then left through the front? Or how do you see it in your head based on what we've heard?
Yeah, why is the back door propped open? Like, if the back door was propped open and you think someone would be inside, you would think the front door would be opened or unlocked as well. But maybe not, because they didn't know how she was gonna, enter the residence. But I don't know if someone was waiting inside, or maybe they came and did it earlier. They were scouting the location. They saw her leave. Now's our chance. Let's get it. It'd be really nice to know how they got in the back, how they prop open, how did they gain entry into the house. Like there's no information from the sheriff's department at all that there was forced entry anywhere, and the main house or the pool house. So that's a very big tell about how well this was planned if they were able to go in without forcing entry.
And Nancy may have just left her back door open.
Quite possibly.
I think people around here do that.
Yeah.
Unlocked.
No, not up here. People like to protect their property. Tucson, Pima County is a very violent place. There's an awful lot of burglaries. I'm from a small town in Michigan where I grew up, and we didn't lock our doors, we didn't lock our cars. Maybe it's just me, but my neighbors, I was a cop, my car's parked out front. I lock my doors, they lock their doors. So I think pretty much everybody up here locks their doors. But sometimes we forget,
When I was just wondering, with her living here since the 70s, maybe she just got comfortable,
Quite possible.
So there are a lot of burglaries?
Yeah, there's a lot of burglaries in Tucson. I don't know, up in this neck of the woods, there are burglaries, but they usually happen during the daytime when everybody's at work.
Yeah.
We've had a couple, where they're at nighttime, a couple up in this area, where it happened in the afternoon, but it's not an everyday occurrence, but they do happen. People like to protect their stuff, so.
To me, the burglary gone wrong theory is just not possible at this point. It doesn't,
I agree.
It doesn't seem like it makes sense to me.
I mean, the only time a burglary would come up into this is it's a lesser and included charge in homicide/kidnapping for this investigation, because burglary is breaking and entering into somebody's property with the intent to steal something, a theft, or commit a felony therein. So it would be a charge. If they arrested somebody, they'd be charged. If it turns out to be a homicide, with a homicide, kidnapping, and a burglary charge. So, but people don't show up to houses with a backpack full to commit a burglary.
Right.
In my experience.
And it was such a full bag. I forgot about that. It was like jam full.
He had his kidnapping kit in there.
Yeah.
That's what I believe.
What stood out to you? You mentioned to me the drone video you saw, and you could tell what some of the investigators were doing.
Yeah, it was early on, probably within the first week or so, or maybe the second week. The FBI came back and they were taking the cameras off the roof of the house, and I think the other pool house. But during that time, I saw forensic investigators taking photographs, and what appeared to be to me was perspective shots, which would be, you have information that somebody is standing in a particular location. Let's say an officer involved shooting, for instance. The next day, everyone will come together, the photographers, the prosecutor, will come out and you'll do a walk around, and they'll ask the officer or deputy, where were you standing when you shot? So what they would do is they would stand where they were, and then a photographer would come from behind them and, take a perspective shot as what that deputy or officer is seeing. So when I saw that, a number of weeks ago, it was weird to me because there was no information about a shooting. However, there were cameras, I guess, on the roofs, and maybe they were using those perspective shots to, get height, some type of measurement or something like that. But that's what it appeared they were doing when I saw them.
So you think it's for height?
It could be for a number of things. It could be for height. It could be just getting a perspective of if someone was to jump over this wall at this location, what are they going to be seeing?
Have you seen them do that before? Like just, non-officer involved?
No. Usually in homicide investigations where there is a shooting involved, or, an assault or a stabbing or something like that, that's, where those things would come into play.
So it's now been almost 2 months since we first met, when we first got here, I'm just trying to think back to when we first started talking. I think, I was hopeful that, maybe in a couple of weeks, things were going to move quickly, FBI involved. What are your thoughts now that it's been 2 months?
Well, I think in that first interview, I said, man, this looks like a real professional deal. And then, I kind of went, well, this guy's like fumbling around, maybe it's not professional, maybe he's just an idiot. Well, he is an idiot, that's for sure. But it is just it's mind-boggling. Whether this was a professional thing and there was no who benefits from it, maybe they benefit, maybe it was something that was done to get back at the family, for some reason. But it is, they were either really, really, really pros or really, really, really lucky so far. And I think it's a mixture of the two right now. I think you got to have some facet of experience and training to carry out something like this and be successful for 2 months.
Yeah, so many of the law enforcement experts I've interviewed, like you, have started off saying, gosh, this looks like an idiot. The gun was out, to picking the grass up, to then kind of saying, well, I don't know, maybe. And now they were kind of shifting to I think this may have been more professional than we realized.
I think the longer, that this goes, everyone's theory is going to evolve, right? Yeah. Everybody's just trying so hard to figure out the clues with the very limited amount of clues that we have. And I, myself, much like you, and I think many other people thought once the FBI was involved, they got El Mencho down in Mexico, they got Maduro down in, Venezuela, and, all these, they can find people in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. And it was just very surprising to me. One of the things that someone brought up on another podcast about a week ago that I did, they asked about satellite imagery, and I'm like, oh, satellite imagery, that's thinking outside the box, right? So who do you reach out to find out if there were any satellites above, if they have the capability of capturing video or photographs? How the hell do you write a search warrant for something like that as a local cop? And, who are these entities? So, that's another thing that, thinking outside the box, that possibly could be used, that I don't know.
Especially with FBI involved now, there's all sorts of...
And they've got all the technology. That's why it's very... The geofencing thing where, you put up a theoretical fence around an area, around this 1 or 2 mile area, so you can see what cell phones were being used at that time. And the fact that, as far as we know, they don't have any putting anybody here, but then there was information about the jammer and all that stuff. I thought that was malarkey, but people use it. You can buy them on Amazon for, a couple bucks. So I think that these individuals, I think this was a well-planned and well-executed caper, unfortunately.
Do you think the person or people responsible are close by?
What do you mean by close by?
In Tucson?
Like
in the Tucson area?
Someone from Tucson responsible, or do you think they're still in the area?
Do you think they're still in the area?
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Whether or not they're from the area or whether or not they're still here. I don't know.
I've just thought, since if it's true that the person cased the house January 11th, which would have been 3 weeks before, that'd be a long way if you're from another state or something to come back over and over again.
Sure.
Also, Nancy Guthrie's kind of a random person to hold for ransom. You know what I mean? Like, it almost seems like it would be a local who would know that she lived here and would think that would be a good ransom person,
Well, yeah, but I think the first time I found out about Savannah was last year or something, when they did that hometown thing, and it was on the news here. So, anybody could have seen that. And they just had the anniversary of John Hinckley, shooting Reagan. That guy was crazy. And, other celebrities have gone through things with, and even not. Lieutenant Bob Krieger, retired sheriff's, department, that's been on your show and spoke with you. He had a stalker.
Did he really? He never told me that. Wow.
Yeah. So when you get somebody that that has, and I'm not saying that this is the result of some mentally deranged individual. I don't think that. I think it's just a well-planned operation, and we still don't know what the motive is yet.
And just lastly, how would you describe the mood in Tucson right now? are people frustrated? Are they surprised it's still gone? Are people moved on?
I think it's a mixture of all of them, right? I think some people have moved on. Some people are like, oh my God, thank you. You know, there's thousands of other missing people, and, you know, they need, you know, media too. I think a lot of people were really disheartened when you and, you know, the other media entities left, because it's not, when you're not doing things here, you're not drawing publicity to the case, which is important for something like this, especially because it's so old. You know, I mean, it is extremely cold, if you will, because it's been so long. It doesn't mean that the investigation has gone cold, but the initial hoopla, you know, so, and then,
Okay,
you know, there are people that, you know, just don't care. And that's unfortunate because, you know, they may be somebody that sees something or hears something and they're not going to say anything because they just don't care. So, but I think most of the local community in Tucson and Pima County, even the state of Arizona, is still very much enthralled with this investigation and want to see it come to some type of fruition.
All right, so I really appreciate Kurt for taking the time to talk with me. It's been nice kind of getting to know people here in Tucson. A lot of people who work at the sheriff's office, a lot of people who do work at the sheriff's office. So I appreciate his time. Interesting, just again, seeing the back of the house for the first time. Just kind of a different perspective on the whole thing. A couple of other things that I'm going to be working on while I'm here in Tucson this week that I'll get to you guys later in the week. Some of them are really, I think you guys will find really, really interesting. And that's about it. If you guys, I mean, if anybody knows anything, I've said this before, but you know, it's like Savannah said this in her interview. Even if someone was just acting strangely, something stood out to someone, any little bit of information, you never know what little bit of information could actually help crack the case wide open. The number, of course, is 1-800-CALL-FBI, and you can call and you can remain anonymous, because it's just hard to believe that it has now been 59 days, so almost 2 full months since Nancy Guthrie went missing from her house behind me. It's hard to wrap your mind around. I mean, it's such a quiet area out here. It's like, to think that someone or multiple people came back here, whether they came into the back of the house or the front of the house, and took this woman away, and that no one knows where she is or who is responsible or what happened, and it has been almost 2 months, is still very, very difficult to wrap your mind around. So hopefully someone will know something. Again, it's 1-800-CALL-FBI. I appreciate you guys for watching, appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, as always, and I've got some more stuff cooking for this week, so I'll keep you guys posted. All right, talk to you guys later.
That was interesting. So guys, I'm probably gonna pull over here in a little bit and just take like a 2 or 3 hour nap. That way I sleep better at night than I do during the day anyways. I have a blanket and a pillow. Hey, get your DGL merch. What's up? Pass it in. Guys, click on that link right there. You can check out our t-shirts. My wife, I believe, restocked the website. Our shirts don't stay in stock very long. Kind of weird and kind of cool at the same time. It's surprising to me. But I think I'm going to pull over up ahead, usually right around the halfway mark. I am a little sleepy. There's a car flying up at my butt right now. Oh, Toledo. Not go, pass me. I had to hit the brakes. I don't like when people drive like right next to me, right behind me. It's really weird. I'm not sure what time I left. I've been on the road for about 4 hours, I'm guessing. It's like a 9-hour drive. 9.5 hour drive. I back in the day I used to be like, nah, I'm driving straight through, but now I'm just like, screw it. I'll take a nap. Might as well be comfortable. That way I can like I can drive straight through. I have the ability to. I used to do it all the time on long trips. But what I'm thinking is I might as well just pull over and take a nap. That way I can live stream all day tomorrow. Because I'm going back for Nancy. Sexual preferences. What's that about? Oh, what are you talking about? Yeah, I really hope something breaks soon. I really, really, really do. I had 43 minutes this time on Facebook. Pull over like right at the Arizona border. Outside of Arizona. I might just pull over now. Let's see, it's currently 1 a.m. Yeah, I'll probably just pull over real quick, guys. Give me a 4.5 hour drive when I wake up. Alright guys, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Those of you guys that helped out with fuel and stuff like that, thank you guys so much. I'll be live in the morning on Dad's Gone Behind the Scenes, this channel right here. I'm going to find a good spot to pull over. I'm just, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little sleepy. So, might as well just get some sleep, get my beauty rest, get to Arizona and live stream early in the morning. Do an all day long live stream tomorrow. I'll probably do some stuff at the house. Then also do some driving around. Then go back to the house and hang out. If I knew where Nancy was, I don't care about the 1.2 million. I make money on YouTube. I'm not rich, but I mean, I'm comfortable. My bills are paid. You guys, yeah, I'm not going for $1.2 million. I don't care about the $1.2 million. I think that's screwed up to try to make a family give you $1.2 million to get their mom and grandma back. I don't really agree with that. We're just being real. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. I don't agree with it. Alright guys, we're going to redirect you guys to another live stream. Let's see who's live right now. My boy Criminal Network is live, so I'm gonna redirect you guys to Criminal Network. I'm gonna pull over, take a nap, and then I'll see you guys in the morning. Much love, good night, God bless, and as always, thanks for watching. Let's go! Ending the live screen.